What's good, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. So here's my recap of the Patriots and the Buccaneers game. Yesterday was a very tough loss. It looked like we were going to win the game, but Nick Folk, he can kick a 56-yard, and the kick sailed left, but it hit the uprights, and then we lose the game. But for the most part, I still think that we played pretty decent against the Bucs, especially since last week, given our disastrous performance against the Saints, in which I thought we were going to get blown out again. Because it's like, if we can't beat Jameis Winston, if we can't beat a Jameis Winston-led Saints team, then how are we supposed to be a Tom Brady-led Bucs team? But for the most part yesterday, our defense, kept the Buccaneers out of the end zone. So I like what I saw from our defense yesterday. I think our defense played pretty well for the most part, in not allowing Tom Brady just to go off on us. But what still kind of frustrated me about the game yesterday was lack of running game, because I really felt like we could have used our running game, because, the sad statistic part about yesterday's game was that Tom Brady had more rushing yards on the ground than our entire running backs did. I mean, literally, Patriots running game yesterday, absolutely non-existent. So, I think that's the biggest problem right now with the Patriots this season, is us having a lack of running game. Because if we can't deploy a really good running game, then I don't see how we're going to win games, because, that's going to put more pressure on Mac Jones if we don't have a running game, and Mac Jones, he played pretty well yesterday. I think Mac Jones had a decent game, but it's just minus that interception. And I mean, I don't know how that was an interception. I don't know where he was throwing the ball on that play, but for the most part, I still feel like that just our special teams couldn't get it done when it mattered, and yeah, it was a very unlucky loss, because it looked like we could have won that game yesterday, but unfortunately Nick Folk couldn't kick a 56-yarder, so that's why we lost the game yesterday. So yeah, pretty tough way to lose, because I mean, yesterday we played extremely well against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I mean, I could not have been more proud of this team, because going into this game, I had us getting blown out, but yesterday, man, we put up a heck of a fight. I mean, our offense did pretty well for the most part. I feel like if only we had a running game, because I feel like that if we only were able to get a running game going, then I think we could have beaten Tampa Bay yesterday. But for the most part, our defense, our front seven, I think, did a pretty decent job against Tom Brady for the most part, in keeping, the Buccaneers out of the end zone. So that's one biggest positive I took away from yesterday's game. But the only thing that has me concerned is us having a lack of a deep threat, because I think the only reliable deep threat we have on the team is Nelson Aguilar, because I really think that Bill Belichick should pull off some trades and maybe get a receiver, a deep threat receiver that can be, that can stretch opposing defenses, because that's what I feel like we've been lacking this season. But I'm not going to hit the panic button yet. But I feel like that if we give Mac Jones a proper, receiver, tight end, a really good receiving set, and, a really good tight end, then I think we can do more damage on the field, because, obviously we could easily be 4-0 right now if it wasn't for our disastrous performance against, well, yeah, I mean, that's history now. But I just don't get how last week against the Saints we put up such a crap performance, but this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we seem like that we put up a better fight compared to last week, even though we lost on a missed field goal. Yeah, it's always frustrating to lose games like that, but maybe we can still make the wild card this season. I don't know. But obviously we gotta be able to win games like that, because yeah, that just us not being able to kick that field goal was pretty tough, But I'm just hoping that that Bill Belichick makes a trade, because I think that the best choice right now would be for Bill Belichick to maybe get a receiver for Mac Jones, because so far, I don't know about you guys, but I think that we should trade N'Keal Harry, because I don't know what happened with N'Keal Harry, but so far, N'Keal Harry, he so far looks like a draft bust, if you ask me. I mean, this is the same guy we drafted over guys like DK Metcalf, A.J. Brown. I don't understand how Bill Belichick missed out on DK Metcalf, because, think about Bill Belichick is that without Tom Brady, he's pretty much an average coach. And I know a lot of people don't want to admit it, but think about it. If Bill Belichick never had Tom Brady, would he have had all this success with the Patriots? Because I don't think he would have had all that success without Tom Brady. So, I just think that Bill Belichick needs to learn how to make the better moves, because we had a pretty good offseason. We had a bunch of players sign for us, but so far it hasn't gone us anywhere, because we're under 500 right now, and I'm hoping it's not going to be another one of those seasons where we don't make the playoffs, because that'll be frustrating, because as a Patriots fan, you're used to the team making the playoffs. You're not used to the team, not making the postseason and all that stuff. But I think that's pretty much it. What I have to say about yesterday's loss to the Bucks, and hopefully we can do a better job. Hopefully we can be more consistent on offense. And it's like, Bill Belichick, he should at least make a trade for another running back, because since James White is out with an injury, we could use another running back. Like, we could definitely use a running back to help out Mac Jones, because without a running game, I think this is going to be a very, very long season. So I think that's all I have to say here in this video. So let me know, what did you guys think about the game yesterday against the Buccaneers and all that stuff. And once again, shout out to Tom Brady, man. He played his heart out, but just yeah, losing the game like that was not the way how I thought it was going to go out. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So we just got to move on, and hopefully we can come back stronger next week. So that's all I have to say. Peace, y'all. Go Patriots.